Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is 6 weeks out, a week in the life. Let's go. So guys, 6 weeks out. We are 6 weeks out from show number 1. This is a week in the life. We're just going to take you through the week. We're going to have some cool stuff going on. There's going to be some training, there's going to be some posing, some food stuff, and we'll just take you through what it entails to be 6 weeks out. Starting with today, which is a high day. Thank you, Jesus. Today is a high day, guys. The first of probably 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. It has been a hard stretch of 10 low days now since the last high day. In that time, I pulled off about 2.5 kilos. I'll put the tracker up on the screen, bosh, so you can have a look. A lot of that fat loss and a lot of that weight loss, should I say, has come across the last few days, but the last like 5-6 days. I was just starting to get to a point where fatigue was accumulating. I didn't need more food. I just needed to take a step back and deload. I took 3 days deload. So I went up north to stay with Jess at hers, and then we went to Wales for just one night and just done some camping. And it was just so much fun, guys. Like, we took the tent, we had like a blow up kayak, took it out on the lake, took a stove, cooked our food, cooked our meals, made like a little fire. It was just like such a great weekend. I was gonna vlog it, but then I just got to do it. I started and I was like, do you know what? I just can't be asked. I'm just being real. And anyone who vlogs, anyone who YouTubes knows. Where's my dog gone? And anyone who YouTubes, anyone who vlogs knows it's just a big commitment. And I just wanted to chill out, be present, so that's what I did. I think just that overall stress relief, and this is something I've been talking to my clients a lot about. When you're very much like in prep, it's very easy just to live in like monk mode. And I used to do it in previous preps. Like always say no to social events, like hardly seeing any family, not doing anything outside of your day. I'm just mixing it up. Go sit by a lake for a day, go take a kayak, go do some fishing if that's your vibe, go watch a football match, like whatever, just do something different. One thing we've made sure in particular with this prep is not to let it take over our life and actually to still continue to live life. Now, I personally think that's really helped. Just having those little interjections of reduction of stress just helps keep the body moving forward. Anyway, so I am running very, very flat now. And as you guys know, you need to run flat to take the fat off, but we are just getting to a point now whereby if I was to dig any further, we're just gonna be conscious of losing some tissues. So I am gonna be feeding up today and probably tomorrow. But one of the good things about this high day is that it's actually timing. For the first time this prep, it's landing in sync with Jess's high days. And that's something that's not happened so far. Like we had a close call the last time round, I think, but this time like we're bang on needing our high days at the same time. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to eat some more food together. We are actually going for a Turkish tonight, so Jess is down. We're gonna head off to this Turkish near my house, which is just absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong, guys, I'd love to just full send a Domino's right now, but probably not wise. So we are gonna go for something that we can just track. Anyone who's been for Turkish, a great bodybuilder food. It's just chicken and rice. They do this beautiful salad, like this cold meze, like hummus and flatbread. Whew. I'm salivating, guys. And then we're gonna go to the cinema to watch Weapons, which is a new horror film. I see it advertised, it come out, it's like 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, the highest rated horror film ever. So that is right up our street. We are a sucker for a horror film. So we're gonna go watch that tonight with a belly full of Turkish food. And as you can probably tell by the tone of my voice, I'm very, very excited for that, guys. What have we got?
Flapjacks, the cinema.
Hold on. Oh, look at the fucking abs, mate.
Oh yeah.
That is the main. That is the main part of this video. So yeah, so cinema snacks on prep. What have we got? Quick rundown.
We have got banana flapjacks, which is just oats and water and banana.
Yeah, and I've got a bit of dark chocolate and Morello cherry. But we're late for the Turkish, so let's go. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can leave any of the chef's platter?
Absolutely not.
Look at that. Christ.
This is going in my belly.
Let's get it. Man v food.
So physically, I feel full. But like mentally, it's just...
Physically, mentally, emotionally, yeah. I feel like I'm about to explode, mate.
Yeah, me too. But then in my head, it's like I still don't feel full. Weird.
So that was the chef's platter that we've had on numerous occasions in the off season, and it just hits. Like the way they cook the meat, the seasonings is amazing. But tonight was without question the best Turkish I've ever had. I think a lot of that is down to the fact that we are on prep, right?
I mean, we almost cried when the cold meze came out.
It was very, very, very tasty. Is it me or is that really dark? It is dark out here, isn't it?
Yeah. The film, it's got different viewpoints and it's interesting up until a certain point. But after like the third or the fourth, it gets a bit boring, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say at any point I was bored. It gave you
repetitive.
just enough to keep you entertained. But like we both thought, entertaining, but that's it. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't say it's 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, but I did jump 4 times and I'm not easily scared.
How many times did I jump?
None.
I just don't. It's funny. Like she'll be jumping over her skin. I'm just like. It was good. It was pretty fucked up, to be honest.
Pretty gruesome.
Yeah, very gruesome. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say so. 7 out of 10. But how
There's
it's
your
made,
review.
like the cinematography.
Yeah, the cinematography was very
great.
good. Yes.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so give it a watch, but I wouldn't write home about it.
I'm ever caught in traffic. Don't let a label milk my name. Just get my mom the cash. It's a new era, same pro, and I want all the static. I've been killing since some tours with static. Even before we in the basement and recorded magic. Who would've known? They know my name is South Africa. 15-hour flights, I landed and perform these ballads. Sparring sessions, but it's never padded. Woke up in Wonderland once I followed the white rabbit. I've been running for miles, it's hard to keep my balance. Papa Doc, these other rappers, if I'm ever challenged, baby. Battle tested, but it's me who been my hardest foe. Confused with how I feel because it's hard to show. Grateful for my past, but got so far to go. My heart been on my sleeve, you watch me bleed, I got the scars to show. And we still on this yellow tape, bro. Is there gold at the end of the rainbow? Hey, and we.
Yo, yes guys, what's going on? It's Sunday the 17th. It's been a few days since last doing any filming, and I just realised I've not really filmed much for this week in the life. So here we are. Today's a rest day. The refeed worked wonders and done the exact job that you want a refeed to do. Look at the view that I have, by the way, from the garden. Very, very nice. Yeah, like we've had a massive bump up in performance across these last few sessions, which has helped massively. Actually got some PBs, which is very rare at like 6 weeks out. Got some PBs across the last few sessions, which is great. Very much now feeling back into the suck again, flattening off. Yesterday's weight was the same as my previous prep low, and that was 2 days after the high day, the Turkish high day, and then the other high day. Weight actually shifted like a kilo, actually come down like a kilo. So we went straight back into normal low day food. I say low day like every day is a low day. So when I say low day, I mean just baseline food. And weight took a couple of days and we are now back to a prep, not a prep low, but a joint prep low again. So I should imagine across the next few days, we'll probably see that move into new territory. But visually, like visuals wise, substantially leaner across the last couple of days in particular. I'll throw up today's updates on the screen somewhere. Just so you can see how things are looking. Starting to flatten off again, but new detail is undoubtedly pressing through, which is always what we're looking for. We're always looking for the details, guys. It can be very easy to get very, very caught up in scale weight and what's going on all the time with the weight, but you know, how are you looking? Like the first thing you should do, the first thing I encourage people to do, the first thing I do with clients when they check in is I'll look at how are they looking visually? Am I happy? Are we moving? Where was last week's updates? Where was the week before updates? Okay, cool, we're moving. What's happened to weight? That's a secondary. Obviously we need the scale weight to come down, especially if you've got a cap to chase, but the most important thing is how are things looking visually. Sometimes you'll get an athlete who will change week on week. Their body weight won't change much for like 3-4 weeks, maybe half a kilo, but visually a huge jump. Yeah, it's rest day today. We're off to the gym to do some cardio, then go on a walk. Rest days, I like to, you know, get outside and go somewhere different for a walk and just, you know, get a good amount of expenditure in. I think it's really important. So gonna take the dog somewhere, go on a nice walk, get cardio boxed off at the gym. And then it is Arsenal United later for the return of the Premier League season. So I'm aiming to have everything boxed off by then so I can chill out, feet up, enjoy my peasant calories for the day, which are about 2,000 calories, and get ready for tomorrow.
Don't let a label milk my name, just get my mom to cash this. A new era, same pro, and I want all the static. I've been killing since some tours with static. Even before we in the basement and recorded magic. Who would've known? They know my.
I feel like it's a B-roll, is that?
B-roll. B-roll. Oh, look at me walking. Let's get to the recovery. Yeah.
The white rabbit, I've been running for miles. It's hard to keep my balance. Papa Doc.
This is the recovery room in the gymnasium, and we have these lovely little Therabody things that you cocoon your legs in. And yeah, they basically like pump up and it's almost like lymphatic drainage kind of thing. Helps with blood flow, helps with recovery. Been doing this on rest days now for a few weeks. Has it made an improvement? Who knows? It's one of them things, it's like, who knows if it's helping or not, but it feels good. And it's just nice to sit in here for half an hour and do nothing, or 45 minutes, or an hour, and just like, yeah, use it as an opportunity. It's actually like the only time I stop in the week. So if anything, even if it's doing fuck all on the legs, it's good to relax. This is rest day protocol. Come in, do cardio, first thing, fasted, get a little bit of recovery, get a little bit of stretch and mobility, go on a nice long dog walk, so we'll take Oscar out in a little bit. Before boxing off meal one, I do like to typically have a little bit more of a fast on rest days. Reason being is obviously with less food, like rest days now are about just over 2,000 calories, so they're pretty low. Carbs are lower, so what I'll typically do is fast till like 11, 12. I have added your himbine in now as well. So anyone who knows anything about your himbine knows that your himbine is an alpha B receptor antagonist. What it does is it helps to mobilize free chain fatty acid. You still need to be in a deficit, like it's not going to do anything without the right energy balance, but it will help to make more of those free chain available to mobilize. So this helps significantly to be in a fasted state. If you are consuming food, specifically glycogen, the body will start to utilize glycogen as fuel as opposed to fat molecules. So if we do like our cardio, some steps, expenditure, anything in a fasted state, the himbine will be more effective. And I do like to utilize this as a really good fat loss tool with caffeine as well in that fasted window.
You know
So guys, I'm with Sammy at Stackhouse.
What's up?
So if you guys don't know Sammy, which you already will, for me, one of the best post coaches in the UK. It's funny because when I first started working with Sammy, like I've known Sammy a long time, and when I first started working with Sammy, like
6 years.
yeah, quite a long time, and you was just sort of up and coming in the posing industry.
Yeah.
I was just starting off online coaching, and like to see this guy's trajectory over the last 6 years has been really good to see. Like the guy's now posing some of the like biggest, best athletes in the UK. So I'm gonna be doing my posing with this guy. We're working through the mandatories. Today we're gonna go through the routine. It's cool because in my hiatus from bodybuilding, I've been sending a lot of my guys to
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
loads of my guys to Sammy just because he can teach, he's got the flow. And I've always said like, when I eventually get back into bodybuilding, we're gonna team up and we're gonna make my posing flawless. So
I was kind of thinking we were going to happen. Bro.
yeah, so was I. So was I. So hopefully we can come up with something that looks pretty cool on stage. Where to find you?
Instagram, that's it.
Instagram.
I'm a social media nomad.
Yeah.
I literally just stay on Instagram. Quite frankly, I'm just too busy to run any other platforms.
There you go. The guy's fucking heaving now, so
it's
you'll be lucky to get in.
I'm pushing the limits, ayy. Don't got no hoes in my team, ayy. All of my niggas is killers, all of my niggas is squad. Really been down for the cause. No fake shit, no fake friends. Can't say the same about y'all. I'm minding my business and staying committed. I'm treating this shit like a job. I'm running the muck and I'm caught in the clinic. I don't.
Yes, guys. So it's a few days later, and I've just realised I've not outroed the video, and I've just edited the rest of the vlog. So here is the outro in a non-conventional way. Anyway, that was posing with Sammy. Very, very productive session. Listen, guys, I've been competing for many, many years. I know how to pose. However, I got a lot out of that session. I will be seeing him every week now until show number 1. There's always little habits you pick up. There's always little refinements. There's also something else I've not really thought of as well, and that is that Sammy, he works with a lot of individuals. You know, his forte is posing. but not just posing, but also knowing what they're looking for in the different federations, what they're going for. And there was a few little tweaks and just ways that I used to pose 4 years ago that might have been more relevant back then, which aren't necessarily now. So I got a lot out of the session. It was a good session. I've actually just formed the split lip. So that's how I know that we're digging now. The split lip come at about 10 weeks out on my last show season, and it's in the exact same spot every single time. And it was a week or so ago, and I was like, I've not got my split lip yet. Maybe I'm not digging hard enough. But we know that the immune system's in the bin right now. The split lip is back. But it was a very good session and a very good week, in fact. That was the roundup of the week. What I'm gonna do just to kind of round things up for that kind of 6 weeks out video is just put a couple of comparisons of the start of the week to the end in terms of check-ins. Obviously within that week we've had those 2 nice big high days. One of them the kind of semi-tracked Turkish off-plan meal, which was just phenomenal, and it just seems like a distant memory now. And then obviously the more measured high day, which is sort of just starting to get to that point in prep now where my high days are very much calculated because they're just giving me data for how I'm going to carb load. You know, in terms of how I'm responding to certain foods. Okay, that was good, that wasn't so good. Maybe a little bit more fat, maybe a little bit less carb, vice versa. So, and that's the important thing, guys, you know, sort of collecting data. And of course we do have quite a few shows, so I'll be able to just refine that peaking process from peak to peak. But yeah, we're gonna get stuck into the next week now. We are 4 weeks out from show number 1, so very much in the suck of it now, and we'll be obviously continuing to bring you more updates as we progress through this prep. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, as always, give us a like, give us a thumbs up and all that jazz. Throw us a subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.